Good morning, freedom fighters. It is 6:13 a.m. Alaska time. Looking at live over Canada. Very unusual so-called gravity waves. There's a reason I just made the video about the satellites. I believe that is why I've been shadow banned on X. Our rulers don't want you to see the massive weapons that has been surrounding our planet, that is being put up to surround our planet, soon to be 42,000. And I believe a lot of these frequency waves we see today, even over oceans, open oceans, is from these devices. There's only 6,880 up at this moment, soon to be 42,000 satellites. This is the reason I have been removed from Twitter. Nobody's seeing my posts any longer, up to 500,000 to now just 800. And the only reason anyone sees it because you are clicking on it or you have subscribed to the bell icon, I guess. Maybe you see it that way. This is tracking satellites, the new train of satellites. They got you believing there's no space. Some people, somebody just committed there's no space. I don't know if they think they're in some kind of terrarium or something, but our planet's round. It's surrounded by satellites, and that's how I control my GPS. That your car's GPS satellite, the government's own very own satellite that's 1,000 times faster than our internet. Starlink that I use right this minute to communicate y'all with from open oceans is Starlink. They surround our planet with. But these devices have many, many applications on them. This is movement. These are being tracked, whoever's doing this. But I show you the nighttime images of these satellites, which I'll show you real quick. Every 30 seconds every second is 30 seconds. And if you go out at night when the sun first sets behind the horizon, you'll be able to see these satellites go by. And it says many of them are not visible because the light's so faint, probably, but the sun will reflect on these devices and you can see them. I've watched them for most of my life, and I live in Florida where I watch the rockets go up. I've been a couple miles away, watched rockets go up, delivering these devices to outer space, our outer atmosphere. They're all at different heights. They're all at different heights. I was just showing you in standby. But these waves are not natural. I went to Zoom Earth to show you the same waves over Alberta, Canada. Let's go back to Windy. This is all smoke that this device is pushing, it looks like. Massive waves down here that's not natural as well. That's coming from another device that's most likely from satellites. That's why I showed you the satellites. We're going to go over the fires on this episode and all if I have time. Early enough, I should have time. Let's put it into motion the last 2 hours and watch this machine work this material. Nothing natural about that. They're probably just trying to keep the smoke going this direction. Alright, speaking of the smoke, go back in time and check out the smoke. Stand by. Check out the fires that they created to create all this smoke. They stated it was made by lightning, but you'll see there's no storms nowhere at all around these fires. I'm going to start off about 10 days ago, 11 days ago. This is in California, Washington State. Watch all these fires start at one time. There's already one burning in California. All these fires start simultaneously. Massive fires in Oregon, Washington, same time. Thought there were some fires up here, but it's kind of cloudy at the moment on the 12th. They started actually at July 1st. That's just, but now we're going to go to the 13th and see how much they at night again. One in Oregon super flared up. Not a great day. Let me find some better times here where they all start at the same time. A couple more days ahead, it was really, really unusual. This one, we're on the 17th in far north is British Columbia. Far north. Some really unusual white spots when these fires start up that I think is the actual lasers steaming the atmosphere. A bit too zoomed in, but a lot of fires start all at one time here over a large area. And you see the white flashes as they start. Some of it's clouds, but some of it just disappears as soon as the fire starts. It's more like steaming of the lasers, like they use when they create lightning as well. It steams the atmosphere. That's why I can see it. Kind of there, you can see the white flash I'm talking about. Disappears, and there's a fire there now. Yeah, there's a little bit more white flashes. I don't know. It's unusual that there's white flashes and then massive fires. You know, hundreds of fires, not just one. That's all fires. That's the only way to get the atmosphere smoked out like it is. It's not just a couple fires. It's thousands of fires or hundreds of fires. These are all fires. 89,000 acres. 1,027,000, however, 1,217,000 acres out of control. Out of control, out of control. These are not created by lightning. That's what they're saying, but it's not true. And there's no such thing as heat lightning. Storms. Any lightning you ever see comes from thunderstorms. Unless they're creating lightning now. These are all massive fires. All the smoke's fires. Even that little bitty one right there is a fire out of control at 7,000 acres. Zero contain. That's the 17th. I wonder if they changed. There's the day. Sorry I'm so raw, guys, but like I said, I'm not backed by Disney like all these other so-called weathermen. We're in trouble. Our world's on fire. And I showed you how they lit Cuba, Yucatan, how they burnt burnt Texas as soon as they kicked BlackRock out. They got the first hurricane. That's not a coincidence. First man-made hurricane of the year. Why they kicked me off Facebook? Because I showed the hurricane makers. And it shows hot spots being there for some reason. They claim it's arson, but there's no way it's arson either. Maybe 1%. You don't have arson create 1,000 fires in one day or 1 hour. All right, sorry for rambling. Commercial fisherman standing by. Y'all have a good morning, a good day, a good evening, and a good night. We are all in different timelines because the earth is most definitely not flat, but it is controlled by lunatics. We must unite. Quit being divided over a million different arguments that has no bearing in life. Dan and bye.